Hey guys, as you can tell, probably by my voice not being as clear as usual, I'm a bit nasally. It's because I have a cold. What was I going to say? Essentially, I just want to quickly do this review, get this done in this video. But basically, the reason I haven't done it is because I've been ill. I was going to do it a couple of days ago, and I got this terrible cold, and I'm literally almost recovered now. I haven't been in normal clothes for the past few days. It's the first time, so I'm just going to get this done. I know it's going to be very shit effort, and it looks like I'm slacking and I'm very lazy with it, but honestly I just want to get this shit done because I don't want it to roll over to be delayed for another fucking month because it's already a month behind. I've had just so much quality work and shit, but enough excuses. I'll just quickly do the review now, just talk about the game, no script, no videos or any of that bullshit, just get it done. And then we can move on to newer things in February. So, SSX the reboot. Let me see if I can find it on my shelf. So at least I can actually show you I have it. Which I do the others. But yeah, SSX the reboot. What do I think of it on its own? And what do I think of it comparing it to the other games I reviewed this month? Well, yeah, this month. I mean, in SSX month, which was technically 2 months. Whatever, I'm not going to get into it. But the rest of the SSX games I reviewed. So first of all, on its own, I think it's a fun snowboarding game. Had my adrenaline pumping the entire time. Very fast paced. The graphics are very good. There's a few glitches and bugs, but it's not flaws. And I was very worried about it going into it though because it's done by EA, and EA of late, as we all probably know, is a shitstorm of a company. They are not what they used to be, so this was very surprising for me that this was actually very, very good. The only annoying thing was the one thing we all wanted to do online, we had to wait about 5 updates for, which was to race with our friends, or compete with our friends. Because what we all wanted from SSX, because we were like, oh man, it's so good, we 1 or 2 player, or a couple of players, let's do this shit online. Now we have the capabilities of online. Took them 5 updates, by which point nobody's playing this game. And also, yeah, that bullshit with the online pass. And I got a pre-owned copy for my birthday. So I haven't been able to actually play the online. Ben said, oh, you know, many of the games that require an online pass aren't needed anymore. But that's pretty much anything like, I've sold it now, but Medal of Honor 2010 and shit. So I would have rather just, you know, like lame-ass attempt to try and stop used games. All they did, if anything, was promote it more. And then they wondered why. Sorry, I guess. And then they wondered why no one was playing on their fucking servers when their servers are shit anyway. But you know, stupid. Fucking brother next door. So I think it's very good. And it's a definite, very good reboot. Many games series that have reboots aren't very good. This, in my opinion, is a very good one. I would love to see a sequel to this on the PS4 in front of me, or the, well, I don't have one, but Xbox One, if you guys have one. Personally, though, PlayStation, I know you can barely see this, because fucking bed is like, my Mac is underneath my bed, and my bed is like so dark. Like, all this shit's light. As soon as you come underneath, fucking like, I'm Batman. It's like, Batman. So, but the PlayStation controller in general just fits better in the hand when it comes to sports or racing games, in my opinion. This being a sports racing game, I just think SSX is better. You can get to the, you can't even see it, but the triggers better, the buttons easier. So I would love to see a sequel on a PS4. That would be fantastic. I would definitely buy it. I know for a fact, though, Microsoft will be getting exclusive content because EA is up their arse right now, taking it up the arse from Microsoft, I should say. So, yeah, I think it's a fantastic game. If I had to rate it on its own, I would say a good, strong 8 out of 10. And the original, for me, is also an 8 out of 10. Although I'm not rating them in gaming classics and shit. But, yeah. So, comparing it to the others, how would I rank it? Well, the worst one out of the 4 I reviewed, I was planned to review within a month for SSX month, but obviously it went overdue. Out of the 4, the worst one was SSX 3 for me. I admit it tried new stuff, and it's not a bad game by any means, but it just could have been a lot better. It could have been a lot better, and some of the decisions felt very stupid to me. It just didn't feel the same. So that's what, out of the 4 I reviewed, no. Tricky would be my third. It is definitely better than the original. It definitely plays better than the original, but I'll get to why I prefer the original later. Number 2 would be this. Fantastic. This is the different direction I wanted for SSX 3. When they said they were going for a new direction. This is literally what SSX 3 should have been. SSX 3 was on one mountain, and all the courses were shit in my opinion. It had nothing to do with, oh, this one's windy, this one is harder to go on. This stupid. I didn't give a shit about the mountain peak thing on SSX 3. This, every single mountain, even though it looks the same, feels different, which is very, very surprising. Sorry, was very, very surprising to me. So this is my second. It's perfect. It's hands down the second best SSX I think in the series. But the original was my favourite because memories. It was the first. You know, a load of other reasons. I know this is a shit review. I just want to get this shit done by January 31st so I can move on and making other videos. Then, because the whole month I've been trying to think, oh well, I would like to do this video, but I'm like, no, I've got to do SSX month. I've already overrun it. And then I was about to do it. Then I had a shitload of college work to do. And then I did all of that. And then I'm ill. And it's like, fuck's sake. So I'm just doing it, getting it done. And then that's it. I know this is half-assed. But I'm kind of sick of the fact that I have to... All this shit got in my goddamn way. And I just want to get this done. I gotta remember to make plans ahead of time if I'm planning to fucking never do this again. So, lesson learned on my end. And I'm sorry that this might not be the best review. But go and get the game, in my opinion. I didn't talk about betting anything, I know, but I just want to get this shit done. So, yeah. Thanks for watching. Sorry this was a shit review, but, yeah, thanks.